God, I'm exhausted. Well, I assume that if we didn't sleep, we would have been more exhausted. No, we would have caught up sooner. Heck, if you guys didn't even wait for me, you could have caught up to her hours ago and could have waited for me. Or left a note. There's like 100 ways you could have done this. That would have been more efficient. By the way, where's Bonbon and Bonnet? I haven't seen them since we left the factory. So, you know how there's like a storage compartment in my gut? Ding ding. I just put them in there because they're small and would slow us down. So I figured by having them in the stomach hatch, they could keep up with us. That is actually a very, very valid point. Exactly. Are we like 100% sure she could be here? Well, all the land near the city is either owned by Fazbear Entertainment or the proxy company, Afton Robotics LLC, or it is too close to those, and people don't really want to be near where there could potentially be radioactive stuff. We haven't messed with radioactive material since the late 80s. Because in the late 80s, people were like, oh, uranium's bad for you. Having it too close to an orphanage is considered a war crime. You had uranium near an orphanage. No, but we had enough radioactive stuff in there to practically be. It's not our fault we didn't know asbestos could cause cancer. Want to hear the funniest part about the asbestos thing? What could be funny about that? Afton Robotics broke a deal months and pulled out our stocks months before because we learned about the cancerous effects early. So we were, pulling our stocks out, liquidizing all of it, just generally leaving that company. Because we realized, and then we saw stocks for smaller companies that would provide something that's not asbestos. We hopped onto that bandwagon, and that's kind of... We made a lot of money from that. We got lucky. So, you, frankly, not to toot your own horn, or not to give you a bigger head, because Lord knows you have a head big enough. Hey! You are honestly, well, at least your father, is one of the smartest people that I've ever known. That's saying a lot. And the fact you guys didn't figure out asbestos caused cancer earlier kind of impresses me. We were focused on animatronics, that Candy's establishment. Ooh. Did they make some things difficult? We had to keep up with them. And a health inspector was like, hey, did you hear the paper on how asbestos can cause cancer? And I was like, what? Did a bit of research. It wasn't fully mainstream at the time. So I pulled out, and then, entire crash. We just generally got lucky with that one. Oh my god, we've been wasting time. By the way, I'm glad to see that stomach hatch is getting some use. Yay. We better get running. I have no idea if we can find her now. We're finally here to a city. What even is our plan here?
If you ask me, us being here is an awful idea. Too much attention.
Well, think about it. This place will definitely be quiet, and by using places that aren't traditionally traveled, we will never be seen. I wonder why everybody's not out today. Well, I think we all know why. Cat, what are you doing? It's one of those days, you know, it's just one of them where a lot of people would rather spend at home than on the streets.
Well, I think we're just lucky.
Luck. Let's be fair, we have that in spades for some reason. Hopefully, they will never find us.
I hope they do so we get away from you.
What does that mean? You're crazy! I want my own body again. You won't get it. But here might be the best place to hide.
Now see, I think we went to the right area of the city. Very industrial, very, you know, because why would anybody look there for her? Why would she run to a city? This is the only city in miles. So, Laura?
What could be so important that we need a drop? You're Funtime Freddy? Am I seeing this correctly? Well, the fact in general that you can see is honestly a miracle if you, yep. Nobody would ever look here. This is a private lot, not owned by Fazbear Entertainment. Perfect. And judging by the state of this place, it's closed. Or not in use at the moment.
We're going to have to box this places and make sure she has no escape. There appears to only be 2 entrances. Laura, do you think you could take a hit?
Not traditionally. In a fight, I'm not the best. Well, why don't you do it? The first time... Okay, listen here. The first time I seen my wife in years, what is the first thing she does? Absolutely backhand me into a wall before knocking me out. That backhand was like... She stored up all her emotion for like... The Lord knows how long you guys were down there. It just went... Wham! It hurt very much. Well, she's weakened. At this point, it's just her and the 2 foxes, and I doubt either of them want to be there. She'll hit pretty hard, but not nearly as hard as I did. Ah, well, a couple more broken ribs. It's not like how over half of them are already dust at this point. Screw it. You 2 guard the exits. If she makes a run, you guys better catch her. Guess what, honey? Daddy's home. Never, ever do that again. Please, never. I don't like that. Never again, okay?
Okay, well, I'm here.
Well, that's great. Why are you here? How did you find me?
To be fair, I've been looking for you guys ever since Blora gave me the backhand of the century. Literally sent me into tomorrow. You know when people jokingly say, I'm gonna smack you in tomorrow? She literally did. I was lucky to catch up.
What do you mean, catch up?
You're surrounded.
I don't want... I'm powerful. I don't want to go back to being the weak, useless baby.
Who said you were weak or useless?
Well, nobody ever pays attention to me. Not even her. It was finally good to be in control of something, you know?
Well, listen, kid. You don't get to be in control. It sucks, but you're a kid. You learn. If you were in control from the start, sure, you would learn this and that. You would have to learn it quickly, but you would have no time to learn and grow. And frankly, from leader to leader here, leading kind of sucks sometimes. And you should know that
We don't like being here.
yeah, neither of us. See? You don't like being there. And a good leader knows when it's time to hang up the shovel or hang up the coat, and knows when it's time to let the team be individuals instead of the conglomerate. Good leaders know when it's time to step back, you know?
I think I understand. Why have I never been able to talk to you before other than on video calls sometimes?
Because of mistakes, kid. I made a creation known as the Mimic. I got bored of the Mimic idea, and I had a bunch of dances programmed on it because it saw me do dances. So I thought, well, it'd be fun, a dancing jester, so I spent about $80 on the cheapest Chinese plastic I could buy, and well, created the outer suit. Unfortunately, not sure exactly when or what, but faulty program was uploaded, so I shelved the whole project. And then your uncle, Dave, hating me for having a better life, I say in air quotes, decided to sabotage it and turn it on me. And well, I wanted to ruin my life. So I tried to take my wife. Hey, that rhymes. But, you know, didn't know what else to do. So I uploaded her. As a desperate last bit attempt. She still hates me for it. I know that for a fact. Though it was Dave's fault. But it was my mistake for not throwing it away. It was a failed project. The parts
Outside of a couple parts, I don't think I would have ever used the rest, but maybe I was so opposed to the Mimic after that incident that, who knows? Could have been uber useful at this point, but mistakes. Mistakes can ruin everything. You be a good person in life, one mistake, all of a sudden you're the bad guy. Some people, they'll make a mistake that makes them bad and they'll stick with it. They'll ruin their whole life because of an accident fueled by rage, jealousy, or whatever. Then they'll run with it, thinking it makes them better, scheming. Or because one person wronged them, and that one wrong resulted in so much. Trust me, baby. Being a leader sucks. So, how do we separate then? We're good. Okay. You're lucky. That facility, right there, has nothing to do with me, so we're gonna commit some breaking and entering. Like father and daughter. Breaking into a factory and using it to make it where my daughter gets a break from being a leader. I feel like in so many senses, this sounds so weird. Committing crimes? I mean, heck, every single tree we've ever had in Freddy's, all that was stolen from some random guy. I don't even know the man. I went to college with him like once. I steal from him all the time. Only trees. I mean, I commit grand larceny on a daily basis. I committed enough thefts that I'm practically worse than half the criminals known to man. They just think it's different people because usually the crimes are so outlandishly different. I mean, heck, I went fishing with Michael once, broke into somebody's property because, like hell, I'm spending $30 to go into a park for an hour just for us to get bored and leave. Even if I bring brewskis, we're gonna be there for what, 3 hours? And if I'm unlucky, I'm too plastered, then I can't drive, and then we have to camp there. Sure, I get my 30 bucks worth. However, we don't have a tent, so we have to rent one, and at the end of the day, the credit card bill's about $2,000 because for some reason we got hungry and ate at 4 in the freaking morning. Waiting for the sunrise enough and for me to be sober enough to go driving. And then we went hunting. To be fair, didn't really break in anywhere. I know the guy that has it. He lets me hunt there all the time. Heck, we bumped into him. I was asking what he was hunting. We were hunting deer, but he was like, trying to find some rabbits. So, you know, because rabbits are a really big problem on his property, they're tearing off his roof, so he was trying to take care of a few. We said if we saw any, we would, you know, get them and bring them to him. It was a whole conversation. We did not need that information. I don't care, you're getting it anyways. Ready to be separated? It'd be nice, I guess. You know, I like this city, actually. Surprising for me, of all people, say. You liking something? What world are we in? The world where I see the sun. Yeah, fair enough. Well, we did pass by a property. I say we could buy it. How? Afton Robotics LLC and Fazbear Entertainment write it off as a No. Write it off as a company investment. Investing in property out here for if we ever want to expand out here. Isn't that fraud to use company expenses on yourself? Oh yeah, it's fraud. All types of illegal. But we're about to commit some breaking and entering, so who cares? Well, ready to commit a crime? Of course. Committing crimes with the whole group's kind of fun. Well, that's today's video. I had fun with this one because, you know, yeah, I gotta mess around with these goobers, and I think Springtrap definitely bounces off Ballora. I really do think the new Ballora and the new Funtimes definitely bounce off each other a little better and gel better instead of and the reason why I'm not using downtown is because generally I really got tired of that map, and to be fair, not a lot to do with that map, which is why I am hoping by using this map and using a specific house I seen using this map that I'm able to do more and have more, kind of like the Golden House, the series I done a while back. A lot of that series took place in like a single building. It was a lot easier to get the plots going, you know, hit this plot point, hit that plot point, do. It was a lot easier because there was one house, and the hotel that, that's on this map, really good, and I was thinking about using it till I found the house. I thought it'd be a lot better because it's easier for them to talk, which was really the big downside of the original hotel. It was too cramped, didn't have enough room for everybody, which is why I moved Funtime Freddy out. But it still felt like there wasn't enough room, which is why this is happening. But yeah, I really do enjoy this map more. It has, sure, it doesn't have as much as I can do with it, but hey, I think it has more than enough that I can have fun with it and, you know, use it. Anyways, with that out of the way, please like, subscribe, comment down below. All the usual YouTuber things, you know, comment down any video ideas you'd like to see me do in the future. Share this with your friends and family, I'm sure they'll enjoy it, mostly your friends. But, yeah. Click on the playlist now I got to this point, or watch one of my many other ones. The music, oh, cat, please don't. Like I've said, this music is made by a friend and an artist of mine, GFM. The track is GFM. The cat wants out. Hold on. There you go, kitty. Have freedom. Yeah, I don't feel like editing this out. It's the outro. But yeah, the track's GFM. It's by a friend of mine, Collide. I believe it's Collide 77. Either way, click on my channel. You don't have to subscribe, just scroll down, check out Collide, subscribe to him, great friend of mine, show him support. With that out of the way, like I said, click on the playlist or whatever, click on the video, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and until we meet again, see you in the next one, bye.